What if the reason you can't stop switching who you are in every room isn't fickleness at all? It's armor. Ask anyone close to a Gemini, and they'll tell you the same thing. It was never really about being two-faced. It was about making sure the real one never had to stand alone in front of anyone. If you're a Gemini, you've heard it your whole life. You're so hard to pin down. Which version of you is even real? You say one thing to them and another to us. People joke about it like it's just personality. Quick wit with one group, quiet thinker with another, the life of the party who somehow always leaves before anyone gets too close. But underneath the joke is something people rarely ask about. Why does becoming whoever the room needs feel safer than just staying yourself? Why does the thought of one unchanging version of you being seen by everyone at once feel like danger? Here's the truth nobody says out loud. That shape-shifting isn't shallowness. It's protection, built early and built well. Gemini's symbol is the twins, and the oldest version of that myth isn't really about duality for its own sake. It's about Castor and Pollux, one mortal, one not, sharing a bond so close that when one was in danger, the other found a way to survive it too. Somewhere back in your own story, being fully yourself around the wrong person cost you something. Attention, safety, belonging. So you learned to keep a second self in reserve, one that could read a room and become exactly enough to stay welcome in it. So the switching isn't confusion about who you are. It's a survival skill that's been running so long you forgot you built it. If that just landed somewhere real, that's not flightiness talking. That's inherited vigilance, still doing the job nobody else picked up. So tell me, do you catch yourself becoming a slightly different person depending on who's in the room? Which version actually feels like rest? Drop your rising sign in the comments if this just called you out, and be honest about which face you haven't shown anyone yet. Shadow work doesn't start with forcing yourself to pick one version and perform it forever. It starts with naming the pattern without flinching. When a room feels uncertain, I reach for whichever self keeps me safest instead of the one that's actually true. Not, I'm just adaptable, just noticing that the switching is a defense, not a personality trait. That's the whole first step, and most Gemini signs skip it entirely, because staying one version has always felt like the thing that gets you left out, even when the switching is what's actually leaving you unknown. Once you can name it, the shift is simple, even if it isn't easy. The next time you feel yourself reaching for the crowd-pleasing version, pause and offer one true, unfiltered sentence instead, even a small one. Ask yourself one question. What would I actually say here if leaving wasn't a risk? Most of the time, if you're honest, there's a real answer waiting. That one sentence is where the old vigilance finally meets a choice it never used to have. Think about the Gemini who finally told a close friend he was actually terrified about a decision, instead of turning it into a joke like he always did. Every instinct told him to perform confidence, keep it light, protect the exit. But he didn't. He let the uncertain self speak instead of the practiced one. And for the first time, his friend didn't pull away, he leaned in, because the real version was the one worth staying for all along. That's the whole shift. The same quick change instinct that used to leave you known by everyone and understood by no one becomes the thing that lets you choose when to open the door instead of guarding it by default. The wit that used to run the show becomes a gift you offer on purpose, not a wall you can't take down. You stop being the sign nobody can pin down and become the sign whose depth people actually trust. Because now it's chosen, not just performed. If you're a Gemini, or you love one who's always got a version ready for the room, follow along, because this is only the next chapter in the Shadow Work series. Every sign is carrying something older than itself, and we're going through all 12. New sign added to the series soon. Follow so you don't miss the next one, and drop a comment if you want your rising sign covered next.